Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. Tonight, in Season 8, we are heading to Montreal for round 9 of our final season and the Canadian Grand Prix. And we had a pretty solid result last night in Barcelona. It could have been better. We had a little bit of misfortune with Donna, but generally she performed well. Embry knocked it out of the park last night, getting her first win. So, yeah, maybe she can keep that form going. Let's hope she can keep that form going, because we really need the points. We are still, as you can see, a long way behind Red Bull in the Constructors. Although we did close the gap last night by a whopping 6 points. So progress has been made, just very slow progress. We do need to make sure that both of our drivers are absolutely knocking it out of the park, because the caliber of driver lineup that Red Bull has in Max and Charles, it's something else. It's just too good. So we have to capitalise on every single mistake that they make, and last night we weren't really able to do that. As you can see in the the driver standings, Donna is still third, Max and Charles now just 5 points apart. We are a little bit further back. Unfortunately, we lost a little bit of ground last night, but we're still not too far away. We're 23 points away from Max, so we're still kind of in the picture. We've got a nice little lead over Lando. Embry moving up the order as well, up to 5th now. So, yeah, it's looking okay. It's looking okay. How you doing, Dino? How you doing, Naga? Good to see you guys. I sound like a game show host, and you're all for it. Okay. Let's get right into the action then. Sounds fake and phony. Let's have a look. We can see tonight's weather forecast. We do have some rain on the Saturday, so that will be either practice or quali or both. But crucially, we do have a dry race. Last season we had a horrendous time at this circuit because of the changing weather conditions. The rain just kept dribbling in tiny little increments. It took an eternity for it to hit the right level for us, and our pace suffered dramatically as a result. This year, none of those issues. Really hoping with the quality of our car and a year's worth of improvements in our drivers, whatever that much is worth, then we should do much better tonight, I hope. I mean, let's have a look. How did we do last year? Where did we actually finish? It's not going to show us. But you can see Max won the race last year. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Okay. Let's see. Has anyone brought any upgrades tonight? Doesn't look like it, no. I mean, engine cooling has dipped again, ever so slightly, down to 15th now from 14th. But we are still the fastest car. We still have the best DRS. Both of those very important on this particular circuit, given the long straight run up to the Wall of Champions and that double DRS zone as well, from the hairpin all the way through to turn 1. That is vital to have really strong top speed and DRS there. And our cornering is also fantastic. We have exceptionally good low and medium speed performance. Both of those are the two most important there, as you can see, crucial for low speed performance. And we are top across the board in the downforce. So I'm hoping for a strong performance tonight, really am. We shall see how we get on. Let's set some objectives. So I'm feeling confident. The quali incentive is 2 in the top 8. I think we can do that. We're going to go 2 in the Q3, 2 in Q2. The finish position is 2 in the top 8. We should be able to do that. It would be nice if we do a little bit better than that. We will also go for the fastest lap. I think that's something we can easily achieve tonight. And then we've got a new quali streak. Once again, it's just one car in the top 10 for 2 races. It's not worth a huge amount of money, but it all adds up. And then we've got a finish position streak started, 2 in the top 12 for 5 races. We got our first result in that last night. 4 more to go, including tonight's race. So let's see how we get on as we head to Canada.
Formula One has arrived here in Quebec, and we're excited to get underway. Let's hope it's not going to be Groundhog Day. The local rodents have disrupted more than one race day here in the past. The Canadian Grand Prix is ready to kick off, and the only drama on the tracks we want to see is the best drivers in the world battling it out for a place on that podium. With a flat-out section of over 1 kilometre in Sector 3, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a track that asks, who dares brake last? And that means it's tough on tyres and brake temperatures the whole way round. Aston Martin came away as race winners in the last round, but you can guarantee that they'll have to battle it out if they want to replicate that success. Let's get on with the weekend.
Okay then, let's put Anne in the car again. We're doing it with Embry's car simply because it's taken less wear than Donna's, especially after Donna's wreck in practice last night, hitting her practice parts. So makes sense to put more load and more track time on car 2. Because its parts are in, it's got more flexibility with parts at the moment. We are going for 21 laps of fuel here. And we'll do that one as well. So again, we are going to go with soft tyres in the first session. While we try and get the car dialed in. Going to make some changes to our setup. Let's go with something like that, and let's go with a 4.5 and 11. Go with a 1.9. Go with a 3.25 and a 0.25. We'll try something a little different on this car. Let's swap out those parts as well. Get the practice stuff in. There we go. How you doing, Victor? We have to use this gearbox because we killed the other one last night. Right, there we go. We are prepped and ready. Let's send them to the track. So Naga has bought the deluxe edition of F1 Manager 24. I can fully appreciate that. Not long now as well, what, 19 days to go?
Radio is good. You can hear me, yeah?
Not long now at all. Oh wow, Marcel, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been hiding? Ooh, bad. That's not good. Well, obviously it's bad. 46%. Let's call that car in for some immediate changes. A
How's the
little bit
balance?
better for
How's
Anne,
the balance?
66%. As Donna hits the pit lane with Sonoda in tow. All right, so the wings are about where they need to be. Everything else is just way off. So let's push that up to a 1.9. Let's pull this all the way back. Let's go with a 3.1. Let's go to a 0.15. Let's push that up to a 4.5. We'll try that. We'll see how that shakes out. Right, let's go 11.5. Let's pull that down. Going to leave that on a 1.9 for now, but we might change that. We're going to pull this back as well to about there. Push this up. And let's give that a crack. Wayne's here as well. How you doing, Wayne? Oh, Marcel. Wayne is Mr. Water. New name, new account. Same moderator who will randomly delete comments. Actually, no. You've been pretty good. You haven't deleted any comments since you've changed the name. At least I don't think you have. Apart from your own. Reminds me of the days of Tarrant on TV, where they looked at overseas adverts, a lot of European adverts, and there was one, I forget the country. I get the feeling it might be somewhere like Holland. I don't know, somewhere like the Netherlands, and it probably isn't, but that's just the name that springs to mind. And I forget what it was for, but I know it's for a packet of crisps. Right, no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Netherlands now, but I always remember their official slogan was, because they rebranded, and it's like the same crisps just with a new name, and it was like their official slogan was "Same shit, new wrapper." That's never left me, that one. It's been 20 years since I've seen that commercial. It still sticks in my head. Got a bit of a train of cars trying to get past Donna here. Oh no, it's Anne. Anne is a bit slow. She does have some gearbox issues. There we go, big improvement up to 82%. Still work to do though. But we have narrowed things down a lot. Let's go to the extreme. Let's go all the way up to a 1 and change nothing else. And then we can start dialing that back once we've eliminated that extreme.
I need some feedback.
87%, so an improvement for Anne. Again, probably going to need to change the toe quite dramatically. Oh, no, it's the roll bar that's the biggest issue there. Let's change the front wing as well. We'll drop that down to a 3. That's a subtle change on the oversteer, a subtle change on stability, big change on traction, subtle, very subtle on the straights. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm going to go like that. And then push that up a bit more, I think. Go with that. Am I excited for the new F1 Manager 24? Hell yes. Hell yes. Can't wait. And I'm not counting down the less than 19 days to go. Honestly. Not waiting for it to pre-install at all. I have pre-ordered a copy with my own money. I won't be getting a copy from Frontier, so rest assured that the verdict that I give out as I play the game, the opinions will be completely my own. There will be no sponsored content. It will be my opinion and my opinion alone. Completely unvarnished and unfiltered, unfettered. If you don't want to help cover the cost of the game, then by all means, you can send me a couple of quid to buy some energy drinks or something on PayPal. There is a link on my channel page. Under no obligation. Obviously, don't feel that you have to. But I'm patiently, well, I say patiently, I'm impatiently waiting for that game to pre-install, so I can then stare at it on my home screen for the next 3 days after that, waiting for it to go live. There we go. We've got Anne back on track now. Alright, we're not going to get full feedback with Donna,
take
but
the
we
flag.
should get, hopefully, some pretty comprehensive feedback as to the changes that we made. I mean, we only really made one major change, and that was to the toe, so odds are that's going to be the one thing it doesn't actually give us feedback on. Let's find out. Oh no, it did. It did give us feedback. It's not where it needs to be, but it's not too far away. Let's dial it back to a 0.85. Let's go to a 0.8. Let's go to a 0.8. There we go. So we're going to go hard tyres in this session, and I'm going to run Donna for 38 laps. And Embry's in the car. Let's have a look at hers. Again, she's just off by a little bit. We'll go to a 0.9 on that one, I think. And we're going to run her for the whole session. So we want at least 45 laps of fuel.
Okay, so that's a green light.
FS25 looks interesting too. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with farming sim these days. I tried FS22 when it was given away on PlayStation Plus, and I couldn't get going on it. I was just, I think I'm done with it. I don't think I have any intention of ever going back to it now. Maybe at some point in the future, idle curiosity, but just, I've reached that point where I've just, I've scratched that itch now, and I don't think it's going to start itching again anytime soon. 97%, that's close. It's so close. We'll leave her out there.
How's the back?
97 with Embry as well. How close. So nothing for us to do now except wait until their runs are done. I'm going to call Donna in with around about 70%-ish achieved on her track knowledge. Car park knowledge needs a little bit more work. Did I have another spare part to put on the car? I think I did. I think I was supposed to put another side pod on, wasn't I? Oh no! It was the suspension change that's new, I think. I hope. We'll check after this session. We'll check car parts, make sure they're running the same spec. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, good news about PlayStation Stars, Wayne. It has apparently been fixed and is being rolled out by region. Apparently it's already been rolled out again in Asia and should be hitting other territories soon. I've been waiting for that. for ages. Keep logging in and it's just not available.
Okay, that is the checkered flag.
I hope my pre-order purchase will get attributed to my PS Stars, voucher progress. I don't know if it's been tracking anything. I know I've missed out on a few campaigns where I would normally have been able to scrounge some free points, but it's been down not longer now than the PS3 Apocalypse of 2011. Oh, so close, look at that. That needs to be there. And then that needs to go back to there. Hopefully that will be it. We've got potential for wet weather in this session, but we still need to run long. Hopefully the rain won't be too bad. And we've made the changes here. Gearbox should... Ooh, it's going to be tight. I'm not convinced that gearbox will make it. Not on a long run like that. So we will switch over the gearbox. Oh, parts. Car parts. Let's have a look. So, I have got one of the new chassis. Let's put that on Donna. Front wing. Haven't got the new front wings yet. Rear wings, both on the same rear wings. Side pods, they are both on the same side pod. Both on the same underfloor. And they are not running both of the new suspensions. So let's switch that over. And then just hope we don't break it.
Track should be green.
So rain's going to fluctuate a bit. Oh, I forgot to completely set up the thing here. You're still watching my FS17 stuff? Wow.
Battery is high.
I had fun with FS17, 19 not so much. That game pretty much killed me. I couldn't get on with it. Just too many things that kept bugging me about it. And then, I never really bothered with 22. Tried it with Plus and couldn't get into it. But I had a blast with 17. still exceptionally proud of my Lone Oak series. It's by far the best work I ever did on FS17, I think. You hope I come back for FS25. I have no enthusiasm for the franchise anymore, unfortunately. You know, I'm not. I mean, I saw the trailer play without audio. But yeah, and I saw that they're adding Rice in this year, but I didn't know GPS was going to be added in. I mean, they didn't really cover that in the cinematic, but it doesn't excite me, it doesn't entice me anymore. You know, I'm not pumped for the release of the new game. Kind of moved on from that now. I don't know if I'll ever go back, but I mean, I'll never say never, but it's highly unlikely, I think.
There's a car in the wall. Just take every precaution.
Right. It's not one of mine. Don't know who it was. Who had a really slow lap time last time out? No. Doesn't say.
We have a little bit more incoming.
Oh, Donna's coming in already. What? Did I not put any extra fuel in her car? I bet I didn't, did I? But I forgot to put extra fuel in her car. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Good evening, Adrian. Have I ever used a backbone controller? No, I haven't. I did have one of those sort of controller grip things for my Vita. Couldn't really get on with it. So I just used the Vita as is. On the rare occasions, I actually break that thing out now. But no, I never used a backbone. I have toyed with the idea actually of getting a Portal, but I just don't have great wireless internet at the moment. I need to get myself a proper router in my room before I do that. Ground deformation in FS25. Now that has piqued my interest. Yeah, keep me updated on that, please, Wayne. Evening, Mike.
Everything else okay with the car?
There we go. We've nailed Donna's car. Let's call her in and put some more fuel in before she runs out. Like that. That to me has been, I think, one of the biggest problems I've had with Farming Sim in the last couple of iterations. It's just been, here's a new crop, here's a new brand. That's about it. You know, no real dynamic changes to the way that the game plays. And yeah, you could say, well, they added in manufacturing, but that was already available in mod form, so they just made that official. A little bit of fuel. Go.
How's the balance?
And we are there with Embry as well. Excellent stuff.
Update on track condition, please.
I mean, the big excitement around 19 was Seasons is now official. It's no longer just a mod, and we've got John Deere. And once everyone got over the, I think the wow factor of John Deere, they realised there was very little else that had been of substance that actually had been added into the game. At least that's how I felt anyway. I don't know if anyone else felt like that. And I don't really know with 22, I never really paid too much attention to it because I say that 19 just kind of killed me. And it had a really shitty lighting engine as well in 19. Which completely ruined it for me as well. Oh, Giants have finally ditched the previous gens. Well, I'll be interested to see if that brings any big changes in performance, but somehow I doubt it. There we go. We are done running with the new parts that we put on, the suspension onto Embry and the new chassis onto Donna. It has killed any chance we had of our drivers getting 100% car part knowledge, but I won't have too much of an improvement of a detraction against our overall starting confidence. What do you think about the Behrman SOG? I'm guessing that's signing. I heard he'd signed. That's all I'd seen. I don't know what the deal was in terms of length. Do I think he's ready? Yeah, I do. I mean, he hasn't done a lot in F2 this year, but Prema, who are normally, miles ahead of everybody, have had a really rough year changing over to the new concept of cars. They just haven't got off to a good start this year. So that's not making Ollie... It's making Ollie look worse than he is because he hasn't had the results. But that's because Prema really messed up so far. They're getting a handle on it, and Behrman did get his first big result. He won the sprint in the last Grand Prix. I think he's ready. He's mature enough. I mean, just look how he performed when he stood in for Sainz at Jeddah. He was excellent. So It will be different going to a team with a lesser car and lesser staff. So it will be harder for him. He's also going to be at the back fighting against other people who are fighting tooth and nail for the chance to even sniff the points, which is going to be more perilous than driving at the front end. More chance of an incident happening with another driver. Drivers who are of a lower standard, no disrespect intended there, but are not at the same level of the drivers at the front of the grid, like Alonso and Verstappen and Russell and Hamilton, Leclerc, and so on and so forth. Those guys are a higher level of driver than drivers further down the order. So like Lance Stroll or Kevin Magnussen or Yuki Tsunoda, drivers that are aggressive and have a history of hitting people. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he does. I don't know, as I say, the length of the contract, if it's a 1-year deal with a +1 or if it's a 2-year or a 3-year. I would imagine it'll be a multi-year deal. Behrman is basically being groomed to take over from probably Lewis when Lewis retires, I think. Or Leclerc gets fed up and moves. One of those two.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
The circuit Gilles Villeneuve isn't a permanent track, so circuit evolution is high over the Grand Prix weekend. Overtaking is possible, but getting a well-timed lap in qualifying will help any driver. You can tell that we've been watching a driver with real confidence here, and it makes a difference, I can tell you from my own experience.
Hold on tight, because we're getting underway.
Yes, Karun's vast experience in driving one of the slowest cars on the grid. I mean, he made it to Formula 1, so we can't knock him too much. Let's take a look at how we're going to run. We need to swap out some parts, obviously. We have got the threat of rain hanging over us. That gearbox will be fine. Go. Let's just do one lap of fuel. We are going to do slipstream runs, and let's see if it's going to rain in this session. It is, and very soon as well. So we need to get out at the right time here in traffic to get a tow. Otherwise we risk getting eliminated.
Green, track is green.
And we're going to go out behind the second Red Bull, I think. Or is that an Alpine? It's an Alpine, just in front of Verstappen. So, one-shot quali. It's do or die. A bad lap, and we are out. You haven't watched much of F1 Manager 24. What's the improvement from 23? There's a lot of improvements. They've improved circuit visuals, which is just a nice sort of cherry on the top. They've made some improvements to the AI, apparently. We'll see just how good those improvements are when we finally get our hands on a game. They've added in create your own team, which is the big headline feature. They're also adding in a whole new mentality system, which means that performance will affect the morale. It's kind of replacing the kind of pointless morale system that's in the game at the moment. How you treat your drivers, how their how they feel they're being paid, how they think they're being favoured in terms of parts, etc.
We have a big gap in front of us.
How they're
Charge your
performing, how they feel the team's performing. All of those factors will kind of contribute towards their overall contentment within the team, and it means that they could be poached by rival teams.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Assuming on, you know, if they're not happy. Even if they're happy, you know, they might still get approached, but they're probably more likely to stay with you. So yeah, staff and drivers can be poached now. There's going to be a young driver system, the affiliates program, which will kind of work a little bit like driver academies. So the Ferrari Young Driver program, the Red Bull Academy, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of little changes and a couple of big changes as well. Dino loves the idea you can leave your own team. Yes, yeah. Once you've created a monster, you can then try and slay the monster by going up against it by signing into one of the teams. See, Donna goes top by half a second. That's nice. Embry is right up on the gearbox of this Alpine here.
Take it easy in your line-up.
So she's going to get a nice slipstream here. So Gasly goes 14th. Embry goes 2nd. Max is through. He's in 7th. Leclerc in 6th. Now Behrman goes 6th. Gasly is out. Now Ocon's out, Sainz is out, so both Alpines have fallen. Vasseur is out and Albon is out. With the weather falling, with the rain about to fall, that's it, no improvements. Evening F1 Apex. You've pre-ordered F1 Manager already? Yep. Yeah, a few of us have. I have, Wayne has, and... who else was it? Naga has also pre-ordered. And there is the rain, and it's falling pretty hard. So that's it. No improvements. We are through. And as I say, both Alpines are out, which is a little bit of a surprise. I pre-ordered the day it became available to pre-order. As soon as it went live for pre-orders, that was it. Done. Because I know I'm going to play the crap out of that game. I put well over 1,000 hours into this, so I'll do the same with the next one, easily, if not more. Probably play it a little bit more often in my own time. Trying out different creator team options. There we go. That was a very brief Q1. One lap. And now we're starting the next session on full wets. All right. Let's pause and take a look at that weather. It's going to start wet and go damp. I am going to wait until it goes to inters. And then we're going to go 2 laps. Well, I say wait till it goes to inters. We're going to wait for maybe a minute, then go out and do 2 laps on the inters to get the confidence up nicely in time for when it goes dry. So we want to go out in about 2-3 minutes by the look of it.
Track should be green now.
Most hours you put into a game is ETS nearly 800. Well, I mean, depending on how accurate it is, the most hours I put into a game was FS17, which was
Okay, good
about
work. Brakes on tires, please.
just a few hours short of 4,000 hours. So, yeah, a lot. But that was also because I was having to edit content and stuff for the channel. So I was recording a lot and having to, skip through certain things. Like a 45-minute video could consist of 6 hours worth of gameplay edited down, if sometimes more than that. And then let's not forget when I was doing Big Bud Farm, and it was taking like 7 hours to harvest a field.
Position is good now. Charge your flash corner.
Track clear.
So we are going to be slower than Leclerc unless that rain starts to drop very quickly, or the water level starts to drop very quickly, because we are currently on the wrong tyre. But we have got another lap to come. And there was a big hold up there for Embry, and now the water level's falling, and now we've got a chance of actually being quicker than Leclerc. Depends how much time we've lost in this first sector. So that water level's going to fall very quickly,
Not
as you
expecting
can
more
see.
rain in this session.
We're going to have a very strong finish to the lap. Not purple yet. There we go. Now we're purple. So we'll easily go purple in the final sector. The track's just getting drier and drier. We've got a cool down lap, then another flyer. This will get our confidence up nicely. Oh wow, Donna was slower. And so was Embry. That I did not expect. Wow, we must have lost a huge amount of time in that first sector then. I kind of want to see. It's not showing us the times. Let's have a look. So lap history while we're on the cool down lap. So Leclerc did a 23.5 in the opening sector. Yeah, we were a second slower in the first sector alone. And then we were 0.2 down in the middle. So we're now 1.2 seconds down, and then 31.2. And we were nearly 0.4 of a second up in the final sector. So yeah, that's where the difference came from. But this lap will go much quicker. We'll be quicker than Hajar as well.
So we are good for traffic. Charge your flash corner.
But there'll be no one ahead.
So Russell set a new benchmark. Now Max pops into second. Behrman goes quickest. And it's only green in the first sector. Oh wait, Behrman got a slipstream, I think. Yeah, he did. He got a toe behind Verstappen all the way round. No wonder he was quicker. Because he's got pace, but he hasn't got that much pace. And there we go. Donna is fourth. Embry is sixth.
But anyway, it was a good lap, mate.
Track's about to dry out. Everyone's piling out early. This might make it tricky to get a slipstream here. Which is not ideal. Damn, went too early. Went too early with Donna. I did change Embry's tyres, didn't I? Yes, I did. Pourchaire's out. No, he's still in the pits. I say he's out there on inters. He's not. He hasn't gone out yet. We've got a Red Bull coming through. There it is. That could mess us up a little bit. Got Maloney right behind us now, so Maloney's going to get a hell of a slipstream. Donna pulls over. And there we go, we're back onto the Mercedes. The Mercedes is almost on Donna, so I'm going to take manual control of Donna here. Get her going early.
Oh, you can use the deploy.
Break her away.
And you can pick up the pace.
Hopefully I will catch Belichaks at just the right point here. Nope, I didn't.
And track is now clear.
Although I have caught up with a Ferrari. Purple in the first, that's encouraging. I'm a little worried Embry's too close here. That did not help. Embry is going to have to really pull something out here. Donna is flying right now. Absolutely devastating pace here behind the Ferrari. Right, so Embry was 0.3 down by the middle sector. And she was down another 0.4 in the final sector, down 0.7. Is that going to be enough? I don't know if that's going to be enough. Is anyone else still out there? No, only Porsche.
Drop the pace.
All right.
Please.
We're through. Just. Maloney's at risk now. The Porsche has traffic.
Where you can.
Traffic gets out of his way. Stroll is out, so this is AlphaTauri's only chance of getting someone into the top 10. Belajax gets out of the way. Is the Ferrari going to be a problem? Yes, it is. That will cost him a couple of tenths. And it's not enough. Leclerc is out in 15th. Wow. It all went wrong for Charles Leclerc there, getting caught out in the weather. Red Bull have really struggled to get both cars through in conditions like this in recent races. And we're back on the full wets again. Interesting. All right, let's pause and take a look at the weather. It's very wet. How wet is very wet? Not wet enough. This is very much into territory all the way through here. We're going to go 2 laps on the inters. Did put extra fuel in Embry.
Track is green. Track is green.
I know I did, I just didn't change the tyres. Here we go. Both of the Ferraris are going out. And we're going out with both cars behind the Ferrari of Piastri.
We stick to the plan. It's just ticked over to full wet territory. Are we we're the only ones on inters? Big gap. Big
So
gap.
this first lap won't be great,
Charge your place corner.
but the water level will dip a little bit for our second lap. And then we'll be good with inters for the third and final run at the end of the session. And again, timing will be important. We have gone purple. I did not expect that.
I know we have that slipstream, but Piastri is closing on George. And I didn't think we would hold it. Someone has gone quicker than us now. And it's one of the two Alfa Romeos, at least, that's gone quicker than us, if not both of them. Again, we are the only ones out on track on the Inters at the moment. And the conditions are not quite favourable yet. Conditions are getting worse, and you can see now that we are losing ground to the Ferraris because of the adaptability and the tyre compound. How far off are we? Piastri was nearly 2 seconds quicker than George. Wow. We actually went much quicker than Russell did. I am surprised by that. So Donna is 8/10 behind Oscar. And Embry is a further 10th behind. So if we're 8/10 behind Oscar, that's 1.7 seconds. 1.8 seconds borderline. And then George is a full 8/10 of a second slower than Embry right now. Evening refill. But the track is drying up. We've got a second lap to come. And then the track will dry up again in the closing minutes. So this should put us top.
A little bit of traffic. Charge your place corner.
Track clear.
Just creeping back up again, up to 3.7. Both drivers improving. Embry 10.5 slower in the first sector. .24.4 and a 24.4. We've only gone 6th and 7th. We didn't get slipstream runs, but I thought we'd have gone quicker than that. We have closed the gap to the lead, though, quite significantly, considering how far off we were, which
P7 at the moment.
was a long way. Yeah, I mean, we were, what, 8/10 slower than Piastri, so we were 2.7 seconds away. As you can see, we're now just half a second away. Wow, 3/4 of a second away. Split the difference. So, we are going to go with brand new Inters. I'm going to go one flying lap. We're just going to pick our moment now. We are the only two not on track right now. Which means timing is going to be everything. We are going to have traffic to deal with no matter when we go. It's trying to judge it as best we can to avoid the worst of it. And I'm going to go now. So the Ferraris are flying in front of us. We've got Maloney behind us on a flyer. We've got Norris on a flyer. Max has just finished his flying lap and goes top with a 1:15.1. There's Zhou. Zhou's not going to be a factor. Norris won't be a factor. Behrman won't be a factor. So it is literally just Maloney who's going to move us over. Just hopefully he's not going to get in the way at the start of the lap. I'm going to go full attack now.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Evening Simulator YouTuber. Don't think I've seen you on the channel in a very long time. I've no idea if these times are going to be good enough. The purple is always nice to see though. It's a good indicator. Can we get another pole position? We have a chance.
It's a checkered flag.
Bonner goes third, Embry goes top. So we have snuck another pole. Norris on an in-lap, Zhou on an in-lap. We are done, and we have pole position. And it was Embry who got the pole thanks to the slipstream behind Donner. calculated gamble, put in the driver who was worse in the water behind the one who was better.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here. The weather is very overcast here. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
But don't forget, there's always excitement in Montreal, and the odds are that this will be another Grand Prix to remember.
All right, strategy. I think the one stop is going to be the way to go. But the question is, do I start on the softs or do I start on the mediums? I think I have to start on the softs. Just to give me that extra flexibility and not risk getting undercut too much. I'm going to be really trying to look after the tyres. At least in the first stint, and then we can be really aggressive with the mediums, hopefully, in the second stint, without being undercut massively by anyone who starts on softs. If we were to start on the mediums and go really slow on the mediums, we'd be able to have good pace for a long period of time. But as soon as the soft undercut takes place, we would end up losing a lot of time. So we'll go with that. Split strategy. I want to keep them close so that they can, because the DRS is so powerful on this track, being a double DRS zone, I want them to be able to, leapfrog each other. We are going to throw a couple of extra laps of fuel in. We're going to go hard off the line just because of the nature of this circuit, and then we'll cool down after the first lap or so. Let's see what we can do. Can we create back-to-back wins for Embry?
"70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal. The focus for many in this race will be on the Aston Martin driver.
They're on pole and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Oh wow, Behrman trying to jump us off the line, and does. Most people starting on the softs. Norris on the medium, so we'll have to watch out for Norris. Yeah, we don't have great reactions, it would seem, off the line. That old Behrman's got exceptional reactions there. It might just be the extra fuel.
Need to drop the pace.
Let the tyres come back to you.
How you doing, Clark? How you doing, Aston? That's all I'm going to call you, because I have no idea how to even attempt that username.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Try and save a little bit of battery for the next lap.
Charge on.
Got to be wary of Max.
Overtake is available.
Just manage your tires, please.
Oh, Donna has a run.
You're good to push.
And the run's gone.
Just keep looking after your tires.
And Russell is vulnerable. He might not get the DRS here. There we go. Donna is through. Just about. For now. Oh, no, she's not yet. But she will get the DRS on the main straight. Excellent. And Embry is through with the DRS, I think.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Yeah, there she goes, into the lead. Fantastic. We're out of battery, and that's allowed George to pull away a bit, but we have the DRS, he doesn't.
We don't have enough battery.
So we keep nice and close. There we go. Stroll puts in the fastest lap. Leclerc is 14th, so he's moved up one place.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Charge on.
This is where I'm hoping the strength of our DRS will really come into its own. As Donna immediately comes under pressure. Max is through. All right. Early days, not stressing it out too much, building up that tyre advantage, looking after the tyres. It's not a big loss to drop down behind Max.
Recharge on.
Charge on.
Embry not really trying to overtake properly, unfortunately, because she's in this lower tyre setting. This is really annoying, one of the features of this game, and I know that they are improving overtaking in the next game, so I hope that's less of an issue going into F1 Manager 24. Many drivers just pull out just like halfway and don't make the overtake attempt. And this time, she's made the move. Not pushing the tyres though, so less grip in the corners. Going to be vulnerable. I'm going to give up the DRS to Behrman. Does mean that George may try and sneak through. And he has, again, no reason to panic. Confidence is still good. Battery's slowly trickling up, and we are saving tyres, as you can see. Not massively at this stage, but enough. Track temperature, let's have a look. 36 degrees, that's not too bad. I'm going to take a gamble here, and I'm going to drop the tyre wear down even more. See if that leaves us too vulnerable through the corners, if we're losing too much time. Two ways I can play this. I can keep playing it like this and go for the overcut and have the fresher tyres later, or I can suddenly push really hard when their tyres are starting to die, break away, create a gap, and then go for an undercut and then protect the mediums for a bit. Not sure how I want to approach it just yet. got plenty of time left to make that decision. Although they are almost out of spare fuel already. And 2 laps burnt off pretty quickly, as you can see. And the more tyre we can save now, the more of a pace advantage we'll have in 5 laps, 6 laps time. See, Max is kind of looking after his tyres a little bit as well. The front 2 definitely pushing a little bit harder. We've got a chance to get past Behrman here, which we probably won't convert because of the tyre setting. There we go, drop back behind again. I'm going to drop them into medium overtake. Just lower their chances of actually making an attempt, given that we are in conservation mode right now. Try and keep them tucked up in the slipstream a bit more. So, let's see, we're looking at boxing probably around lap 35-ish if we keep going like this, maybe even later than that. And then we can be more aggressive with the mediums. Or, alternatively, we could just push really hard in about 10 laps time. Because Max is looking to make a move at last. He might throw it down the inside here at the hairpin. And he does.
Let's get back in the rhythm now.
Again, not sweating that overtake at the moment. Yeah, alternatively we can push really hard in about 10 laps time. And then aim to pit somewhere around lap 30, maybe even slightly before lap 30. See that tyre wear advantage now starting to build up. Only Norris's tyres now better than ours. And Pourchaire's mediums about the same as ours in terms of, you know, tyre wear. Obviously, once we turn our tyres back up, that will change. And we can just let the front runners damage their tyres, trying to find a way past each other, squabbling and fighting, and just sit behind them here. And this is where this strategy might need to change slightly in terms of the tyre wear, now that we've no longer got spare fuel. We'll be braking a little bit earlier than we were, so we might have to up the tyre pace slightly to stay with the group in front. Embry is looking close to getting dropped. Let's give her a little bit more
Time
pace.
to push on these tyres.
Now her tyres have actually dropped out of the window because she's not in dirty air anymore. No fastest lap for George Russell, a 1:13.5. We have a lot more potential pace in the car than that. Oh, yellow flag. And that is a full safety car. Oh, that's interesting. It's too early to box. We might see some people box for hards. What would that look like, just out of interest? Slow is the answer. So, I mean, we could flip the script. We could go mediums and then have another stint on softs and not have to worry about tyre pace anymore. In fact, we could even be aggressive with the tyres like that. That works out 2 seconds quicker, and that's not counting stopping under a safety car. But we would give up a lot of track position to do that. I'm going to split them, I think. We'll keep Embry on the strategy she's on. We'll box Donna. So, what happened? What brought out the safety car? Oh, it's a McLaren. It's Ocon. Ocon's crashed. Yep. Just hit the curb, understeered, and that car's wrecked.
Honestly. Oh.
So I'm going to give a lot of track position here, but
okay, safety car deployed, safety car deployed.
I might get out. Well, I should get out in front of Ashore. I might even get out in front of Sainz and Porsche if I'm lucky. But I'll definitely get out in front of Ashore, I think. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll get out in front of Ashore. Give me a load of cars to overtake. Give me a chance to get a lot of confidence in Donna very quickly. Oh, win. Ah.
Verstappen in front has pitted.
That's interesting. Oh, we're getting held. Oh, no. Come on. The whole field pitted. Ah, what a disaster. We've lost so much position. I mean, I knew I was going to lose positions anyway, but I was going to lose positions to cars that hadn't stopped. Look at all the cars in front that have stopped and got out in front of me. That's ridiculous. I'll take it, Dill. Take care, Marcel. Good to see you again. I hope we'll see you again soon. Going to need another safety car now, I think, to bring Embry back into play. Donna can fight her way through, but I don't know if she's got race-winning pace anymore. Down in 12th place. We lost 8 places. How vulnerable is Embry going to be on worn softs with new mediums behind her, and new softs as well for that matter? Lost over a third of the viable life in that tyre. Really did not expect the rest of the field to box like that. If I'd known they were going to do that, I probably would have kept both drivers out there. Kept 1-2, helped them defend each other. Question now is, how long is the safety car going to stay out for? I think possibly one more lap. So Leclerc has benefited. He's up to 10th and back into the points. Joe has benefited. Up into 6th ahead of Norris. Oscar's gained 3 places. Stroll's gained 3 places. You can see it's not worked out for Belichaks or Albon or Maloney, but definitely not for Donna. And there we go. Safety car is coming in.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. And for the restart, it will just be recharge off.
Okay, to pick up the pace.
Recharge on.
Okay, so the safety car is in the last corner. Racing from the control line.
Time to push on these tires.
Keep the pressure on.
And immediately I'm going to get jumped by Russell. Under pressure from soft tyre runners. Oh god, there goes Max up the inside.
Can we have recharge on, please?
Oh man, Embry's race is in trouble. She's getting pinged by everybody here.
And overtake is available.
Let's try to get him. Cool the car.
Embry's down to 5th.
It's time to try and start overtaking cars in front.
Okay, charge on, charge on. DRS enabled.
Well, this has not worked out well. I'm down to 13th with Donna. Embry has dropped 4 places in 2 laps.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Now I just need to see if I can hang with Piastri.
Charge on now, please. You can push in tires. We're good on tires.
Ah, Jesus. One little thing has completely destroyed. Oh, I'd have been screwed either way, I think. if I'd stayed out. Embry's an example of what would have happened if we'd stayed out. It might have been a bit better because we would have had 2 cars looking to try and back each other up. But yeah, Donna's race is not going well at the moment. Everyone who's on softs, even the medium runners, are just picking us off at the moment. I'm being overtaken by Belajax. Belajax! There we go, let's retake that place back. Joe has got past Embry now.
Now we can see what happened. Here we are then at the 11th corner. It's there for the taking.
Charge on now. And keep an eye on the battery.
Now I've got Norris on soft behind me. I'm going to be so far behind the pack now as well when I box.
Charge on.
I've got to keep going for as long as I can on these tyres now.
Charge on.
Ah, amazing how quickly things can turn around in this. Still a fair way to go, and I don't know if the AI is going to try and go for a one-stop if they're on the mediums. It's possible. At this point, I kind of hope they do.
Overtake this.
Need to start moving Donna up the field again.
We need to push. Cool the car. Cool the car, please.
Can use overtake.
Charge on. Charge on.
Recharge on.
Right, I'm going to have to work hard for points tonight.
We can still do it. Champion.
God damn, getting dropped again. Tyres have just dropped below 60, that's why.
Overtake is available.
Plus I'm having to drive defensively. I think I missed the DRS there.
Okay, focus on recharge.
Yes, I did. That's it. I can't do that anymore.
We look after the tires.
And Norris is through. It didn't take long.
So recharge on.
You can consider a little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
Let's have recharge on, please. Time to push on these tyres.
Oh, got a yellow flag. This could be a saving grace. Max is off. Oh, he's just locked up. I don't think he's in the wall.
2 cars out. A lot.
Oh, he's hit Behrman. And it sounds like he really enjoyed that collision.
Need to drop the pace.
Oh, that is a red flag, and that has just brought me back into this. That is a massive shunt. Russell and Behrman escaped. Russell actually got the penalty. I'm surprised by that. But big shunt for Piastri there. Joe has also been hit. He's backwards, as you can see. Norris might have front wing damage there. It's hard to tell. And then we are right behind, and luckily we managed to stop without getting hit, or without hitting. And I hope we didn't get hit from behind by Stroll. But that is a red flag, and that has just brought us right back into this. Joe and Piastri are both out. What the hell happened here? Oh, yeah. Drama. so much better fuel again. Right, so mediums to the end, I think. So, we're up to 4th.
We're ready to get this race underway again. It's lights out, and away we go.
Behrman still has that penalty to deal with. 4th and 10th. 11th. We immediately lose a place off the line. So Behrman's gone softs. Quite a few have gone soft actually. I'm surprised by that. Russell's gone hards. Obviously doesn't have another set of mediums available. So the soft runners are going to be vulnerable at the end of the stint if they are going to try and one stop now, or not stop again. And we still have another set of brand new softs in our back pocket. So if we get another safety car or another red flag, then we have a pocket full of gold, potentially, depending on when that safety car comes out. 3 drivers out. Race leader has a penalty, 5 seconds. Given how tight the field has been all the way through, that's a lot. That's a big penalty. And now it's Leclerc is in the ascendancy in 5th. Verstappen down in 14th place. Michael is swinging back to Leclerc again tonight, as things stand, as Leclerc lunges up the inside on soft tyres, not going to fight it. Not a lot of point. Do need to get past Russell pretty quickly though. Those hard tyres will slow down the pack, and I don't want anyone to break away too quickly. Also want to watch the tyre wear rates of the softs and see if they're going to push for a 2-stop. Or push to stop again. Our tyres on Porsche, need to get through him quickly, which we do. There we go.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
Couldn't quite sneak through there.
Okay, keep cooling the car now.
There we go.
It was a very good lap. On charger.
Some extra confidence in the car for Donna now. Got her the fastest lap as well. battery is low. Got to be wary of that.
And we can have recharge on, please.
This could be a decent haul of points tonight for Alfa Romeo. Hajar in 6th place.
Recharge on.
And there is a cheeky lunge.
If you can, push. And overtake is available.
Don't want to give up the place. There we go.
Recharge on.
Overtake available. Keep cooling the car.
Don't know if Stroll got back into the DRS zone or not. He might have done. No, he didn't. Peak confidence.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Let's try to take opportunity. You've got everything.
Hajar has snuck through again. Donna is on a charge, up to 8th place now. Is chat broken? Or are you still with me?
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
Yep, still here. Good. I wasn't sure. I hadn't seen anything pop up for a little while, and I was worried that chat had broken again. It's been so unreliable recently.
Press overtake.
Charge on. Manage your tires.
The leaders are threatening to break away from us. And we've been dropped. Haven't been able to close that gap up in time.
Recharge on.
And Max is fighting his way through. He's on soft as well. Oh, God damn it. She's still in. I keep forgetting to turn that off. I want to keep losing lap time. And I haven't been able to close that gap, so I'm going to go back into protect mode for now. I mean, I don't know what it's like on a web browser. I'm using, obviously, the app on my phone. Keep an eye on the chat. And I don't know if that's the reason why, but yeah, it's not good. So I'm seeing quite high wear on Leclerc and Behrman. I think a general consensus is that the softs might have to stop again.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Okay, charge on.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Huh. Well, look at that. That speaks volumes. And it's just changed how I'm going to approach this race.
Let's try to get in.
Stay close.
Chatting your TV is just the same as your phone. Yeah, well, again, it's an app rather than an actual web page. So I don't know if it's just app chat that doesn't work very well or just chat in general.
Charge on. Overtake available.
There we go. Now we've got our cars in sequence. There is definitely a gap starting to form in front of us. We are going to have to exploit in a moment.
Can use overtake.
On click overtake this.
Boxed in. But we got the launch. Ooh, nearly snuck up the inside there.
that is the fastest lap.
There we go, and we're off. Back in the hunt. I'm going to blitz these tyres, and then we're going to blitz the softs, and hopefully we can make up the time from the pit stop.
Charge on. Charge on.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Okay, charge on.
We'll try and drip feed some battery into the car while we're leapfrogging like this. I think everyone else is going to try and go to the end. I'm just hoping we're going to have enough pace on the new softs. I mean, they're down to 60% on their soft, so they're definitely stopping again. Russell is going to the end. The other mediums are going to the end. The hards are definitely going to the end.
Charge on. Charge on. Charge on. Charge on.
And recharge on now is okay.
Not closing as fast as I thought we would, but then we are kind of doing this weird leapfrog with harvesting at the same time. We are pulling away from the cars behind us.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Give us more lift off, please.
Save that little bit of extra fuel now for when we come back out the pits.
Charge on.
Maloney pushing like crazy.
Recharge on.
Now Max has passed Norris as well, so Max up to 8th place. And Vashaw's in the pits. There we go, the first car, the box, getting off older softs onto newer softs. And they are brand new softs. I'm going to gamble.
We will box this lap.
Box now with Embry. Good stop, 2.3 seconds.
Clear at exit.
Got free air now in front to push the pace for a few laps. Going to start seeing some stops soon. Those tyres are wearing out fast.
Box, box.
I may cancel that stop yet. I don't know. Behrman's pushing for all he's worth at the moment, which means I think he's on an in lap. Yeah, he's burning battery. We're not. We're not touching ours.
You can use overtake if you need. Ciao, John.
He stays out. Embry, meanwhile, is flying. This should blitz the fastest lap, which is 1:11.9. A 2.4 second stop could have been a little bit better, but that's still pretty good.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
1:11.8. Ah, that's not bad considering no DRS. Oh God! Give me a heart attack.
No need to push the tyres.
Right, the worst possible thing now would be a VSC. That would be the absolute worst thing. Because everyone would pile in and get a quick stop. Leave us out in the cold. Having to fight our way through again.
Big lifts.
Still no one else has stopped. Are we going to see some cars try and go to the end? Russell is going to be hard to overcome. As is Norris. Everyone else we should be able to do, I think.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Still, everyone stays out. Hey, this is good. Go for a fastest lap attempt with Donna.
Cool the car, please.
Overtake is available.
Yeah, Russell is also 17 seconds ahead of us, which is why it might be tricky. He's got pace in that car when he wants to. I mean, look at that, he did a 1:12.9. And all of a sudden, he's 3 seconds ahead. He did 1:12.8.
Recharge on.
There we go. That's a secure fast lap now. A 1:11.1.
Drop down the plates now. Cool the car.
Got to get past these hard runners quickly.
Okay, keep cooling the car now. Okay, keep an eye on your battery. Charge on.
And recharge on.
Porsche is stubborn. Doesn't want to give up the place. And we're running out of laps. 16 laps to go. 15 and a half.
Charge on.
Time to push on these tyres.
Oh, piss off, Porsche.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Press overtake.
Snowder's in the pits.
Charge on.
Oh, we still haven't got past Belichak's yet. There we go. Oh, come on. That was dirty. Donna's already on Behrman.
Charge on.
His tyres have gone. Max is in. Gasly's in.
Let's have recharge on, please.
12.5 seconds behind Russell. Behrman is struggling. Oh, his tyres are at 24%, no wonder.
Okay, we need some deploy.
And overtake is available.
And Behrman finally boxes, and he's got that 5-second penalty that's going to drop him so far down.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
What was that contact I just heard? I don't know. I'm already past Leclerc and into the DRS of Hajar.
So recharge on.
Russell's pace has dropped off. That's good. We might yet do this.
Okay, charge on.
We've got so much more grip in the corners. Leclerc boxes. And the pendulum swings back in Max's favour. Or does it? I think it will.
Oh, you can use anti-deploy.
Can use overtake.
Cool with the car.
There we go, box him in.
Charge on.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Reminder on the battery.
It's not working for Embry. Oh, and there's bloody Porsche air again.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Evening, Army. I've got to get past these two because they're killing my pace. At least three.
And recharge on, recharge on. Stay close.
Just head down.
See if I can get the lunge into the chicane. Yes, there we go. Go around Hajar.
We want to manage our tyre budget. A little bit more like that.
All right, so we are hunting down Norris, but Russell has picked his pace up again. We're going to see that increase on this lap, I think. Oh no, 1:14.2 still. 1:14.2 for Norris. 1:12.9.
Recharge on.
Well, at least we haven't quite broken away from Sainz, but we've left Porsche behind at last. Both Red Bulls are out the points at the moment, and they're 3.5 seconds away from Stroll, but they should catch and pass him pretty quickly. Maloney is struggling. Hajar's tyres are at 19%. He's going to try and go to the end. He's going to drop out the points. And since I said Max and Charles were 3.5 seconds behind, they've taken nearly 1.5 seconds. There we go, 1.5 seconds. That's crazy. They are flying. They're going to get back into points, but we're going to outscore Red Bull. I haven't been able to drop Sainz. Hanging on to that DRS just.
Overtake is available.
Oh, yellow flag. No punctures. It's a lockup for Bashaw.
Let's have a look at the action. It's all at
Oh, that's way down. So Behrman has got through. Bashaw is on a hiding to nothing. And I'm burning my battery, but it's an attempt to try and make sure Sainz doesn't get my DRS. I think I've done it. Another yellow flag. Is this a puncture? No, it's a lockup for Hajar.
Now this happens down at turn 8.
He's crying out for a puncture. It's going to happen. He's going to puncture. If he locks up like that again, he's toast.
Recharge on.
Alright, there we go. Broken away from Sainz. I'm not going to get a double. I'm not going to get a 1-2 tonight. But I will take a 1-3. Hell, I'll even take a 1-4. Maloney's into the pits. That's going to put Leclerc into the points. Hajar's in the pits. And we are in the DRS.
Charge on, charge on. Drop the pace now, please. Let's try to take opportunity. On click overtake, please.
The Orlando got an appointment with George. We shall overcome. With a 1:14.4 last lap. We might just be in DRS range at the end of the lap. And if we can get, well, as soon as we get onto the back of him, that's it. You know, race is ours. Because we can just sit behind, get some fuel, get some battery, calm the tyres down, wait for a couple of laps, and then just pounce, and he's toast. Embry is closing on Norris, but not by enough. She doesn't have any battery to really push up, or any fuel for that matter.
Battery is on the low side.
Tyres are wearing out a bit as well. She's going to catch Lando, but I think that might be as high as she goes. But that would still be an excellent recovery, given how our strategy was completely thrown out the window with that early VSC. And, sorry, early safety car. And then the red flag, making me think that I would have to go all the way to the end on the mediums before realising that the softs were going to need to stop again. Russell's picked his pace up. It's going to be harder to catch him now. Russell's sprinting for all he's worth. I've still got more grip in my tyres. But they are a little hot at the moment. A little bit of temperature out of them.
You have to protect those tires. Just manage your tires, please.
We're going to have 3 laps to close the gap. It's a 13.8. George's pace has dropped again. We took half a second on that lap.
3 more laps.
It's going to be a tighter finish than I thought.
Let's try to get in.
Now we'll push the tyres again, now that they've cooled down. We might not even catch Norris. We'll give it everything we've got. Just need to get on the back of George. As soon as I get on the back of him, that's it. He's done. Same with Lando. If I can get on the back of him, he's done. I've just got to get on the back of him.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available. Charge on for now. We look after the tires. Manage your tires.
Come on, I can get him, I can get him, I can get him. I can't get him, I'm just out.
And recharge on.
We can still do it. Or we can cancel lift off. One more lap to go.
Yeah, I'm going to have to settle for 4th. That's still a pretty solid result.
Overtake available.
We're going to get the win with Donna. She is going to really inject herself back into the title picture. Leclerc is up to 6th. Max still down in 9th behind Belichak. That is a surprise. Surely that's just a done deal. In fact, there he goes. So Max up to 8th place, but still losing a lot of points.
Keep an eye on the battery.
There it is, a win for Donna. So, back-to-back wins for the team. 4th place for Embry, who runs out of fuel just before the line. What? No! No! No, no, no. No, oh, no. Oh my God. I've just thrown away 12 points. And worse than that, I've just given extra points to Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. I've just given them both an extra 2 points each. So I've just lost, effectively, 16 points. God damn it. I thought she had enough. Oh, so stupid. So stupid.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
An inspired strategy from the team there. What a well-deserved win that was.
And you'd love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
Pretty shitty right now, actually.
Delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
28 points, so... No, 27 points. Fastest lap, pole position, and the win.
Montreal.
We've outscored
teams will be
Red Bull
just,
I think.
The Styrian Forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
Actually, yeah, we have outscored them. But not by as many points as we should have done. There we go then, confirmation of the final result. It is a win for Donna. Is that her 3rd win of the season? Maybe. Fastest lap as well. Only just a couple of tenths quicker than Leclerc in the end. Russell takes 2nd. Big points for him again. Russell's one of those all or nothing kind of drivers at the moment. He seems to score big or doesn't score at all. Lando in 3rd, another good result for him. Leclerc recovers 11 places to finish in 4th. Sainz up 12 places to finish in 5th. And it's Porsche in 6th. Max down to 7th. Belichak's in 8th. Stroll 9th. And Tsunoda brings up the end of the top 10 for the final point there. Bottom half of the table, there you see Gasly also gaining big places there, up 8. Behrman down 10. Weird strategy tonight from Alfa Romeo, keeping both their drivers out way longer than they should have done again. And of course, the penalty for Behrman did not help his cause either. Maloney in 13th place. Then it is Hajar in 14th. Vasseur in 15th for his best result of the season, I think. Albon in 16th, and then Embry failing to finish because she ran out of fuel right before the line. I'm getting flashbacks of Nigel Mansell. And then a big crash which brought out a red flag which took out Zhou and Ocon, and Esteban Ocon, who crashed early on and brought out a safety car. Driver standings look like this. Leclerc retakes the lead from Max by 1 point. Donna now just 4 points away from the lead. It's 2 wins for Leclerc, 4 wins for Max, and 2 wins for Donna, her 2nd win of the season. Very, very close. Lando in 4th place picks up some solid points. Embry gets a point for her pole position. Porsche closing the gap a little bit, 13 behind. We've slipped a bit to Lando as well. We're now 22 behind him, but still in the top 5.
Oscar, no points for him tonight. He drops down to 7th. Sonoda picks up just the 1 point and is coming under pressure from Sainz, who jumps both Behrman and Zhou. George Russell also climbing multiple positions as well. And then a little bit further down, we can see 2 more points for Stroll, moves him further away from Gasly. Belichick gets off the mark and overtakes his teammate. That's 6 points for Williams now, and that has put them above Haas, so they will retake 9th in the Constructors. Now you see 18 points for Red Bull tonight, 27 for us. We outscore them by 9. Could have been so much more. Could have been so much more. We could have added another 16 points onto our, that point difference tonight. If only we had paid more attention to the fuel. 73 points behind, not out of it. Still, closing. That's 2 races in a row where we've taken points away from Red Bull. We are on an upward trajectory still. McLaren in 3rd, 15 points for Norris's podium there. That is 119 for them. They're now already quite a way behind us. Ferrari moved back above Mercedes in 4th by 8 points. AlphaTauri retake 6th place from Alfa Romeo, thanks to some very dodgy strategy from Alfa Romeo at the end there. That is an 8-point gap, and Alpine, despite scoring 10 points, are still 20 behind in 8th place. Now you see Williams up to 6 now, jumping above Haas. Every team has now got points. In the pit stop challenge, did we get on the board? We did, with both of our drivers. That's quite nice. It's a 1-2 for Red Bull, so they will once again stretch their lead. And with only one AlphaTauri getting in there, that lead's going to stretch quite a lot tonight. Looks like Red Bull are going to walk this pit stop competition this year. Alpine, again, getting big points. Look, 3rd and 6th. That's a couple of races in a row when they've had strong stops. We'll have to have a look and see who their sporting director is, just out of curiosity. Mercedes gets some points as well, 4th and 10th. And McLaren pick up some points in 8th. Let's see what the standings look like. Red Bull on 314. They are a long way clear now of AlphaTauri on 178 points. Alpine in 3rd, pick up 23 more points, closing that gap to AlphaTauri quite quickly at the moment. McLaren in 4th, Ferrari in 5th. We move level with Ferrari, but with a slower overall stop, I think. A slower, quickest stop. Level on points, and Mercedes also picking up some good points. They're still 7 behind us. Still no points for Williams, Alfa Romeo or Haas. And there are our stops, a 2.2, a 2.4 and a 2.3. Let's take a look at the report cards. 26 and 19 going forward for Donna. She was electric once we started pushing her. And 17 and 13 in defence as well. Pretty good there. Embry, 16 and 16. That's pretty good for her. Almost a net positive on her overtakes. 32 and 32 in defence. She was kind of a bit of a sitting duck when that safety car came in, because the entire field except her stopped, which I really did not expect to happen. And so everybody had a massive tyre advantage over her, and they just pummeled her into oblivion for a bit. But we did get some good overtakes. Porsche was stubborn as well. It was proving problematic. But yeah, decent numbers, and it would have been a good finish had I not made a mistake. So I can't hold that against her tonight. Bit more experience for Anne as well. Still there in the background. Of course, that has knackered us with the sponsors, that failure to cross the line at the end. We didn't get the finish position incentive, which we should have done, and we would have done comfortably, got 2 in the top 8. We did get the quali position of 2 in the top 8. As far as the guarantees goes, well, we got the fastest lap. We got both cars in Q2, both in Q3, but we broke the finish position streak, which was 2 in the top 12, and that's cost us $500,000. So we barely make any money tonight, about 200 grand on our sponsor goals. Not ideal. All right, the new front wing design is ready to go into production. Let's go ahead and start making those. We are 11 days away from Spielberg. We're going to go with 4 front wings. We'll have 1 spare for the sprint, and then actually no, we'll have, it's 11 days away. We'll have 2 by the day of the sprint, which is quite nice. We'll have 1 spare for quali, and then 2 for the sprint. The rear wing is done. Let's get that into manufacturing. Same again. We should have 1 spare for the quali and then 2 for the sprint. There we go. Still waiting on the new hours before we make any more parts. Do I need to make any more spares? Let's have a look. Still working on chassis. Don't have a new Mark IV yet, but will do soon. Change out the wing. That'll be swapped off anyway. That rear wing's at high risk. That'll get swapped off anyway. We can change out that underfloor. Side pods at medium risk, but I've now got a couple of spares. So we need more chassis, and another suspension would be nice. The suspension is being worked on, chassis are being worked on, and then also we've got new wings to come for the next race tomorrow. We've got 12.2 mil. Let's check our facilities. It's borderline. That might well go just before we get to Austria. Everything in here is still okay. And everything in here is still okay, although the helipad's getting low. I have to keep an eye on that. Same with the tour centre. What did the board think of our little faux pas at the end? Were they happy enough with the win? They were. They were happy enough with the win. So that is nice. That's very good. We're now 5 from 6 on our long-term objective as well. So we only need 1 more podium finish in the remaining 14 Grand Prix, and then we'll get the long-term objective done. Bang on target to do our season objective as well, which is to finish in 4th, current 2nd, and a long way ahead of 4th, which is nice. Check in with our inbox. We've done our car inspection. We've done these advanced time. Get everything prepped for the sprint race tomorrow. There is a spare suspension. Excellent news. In fact, let me go to our cars and check the warehouse. So I've got 2 spare suspensions now. That's good. I've got that second chassis. Not going to have another one in time for the next Grand Prix, though, I don't think. Do we want to sponsor Piotr? Don't think we do. No, we don't. Because, and again, this is our final season, so no benefit to that at all. I get the feeling instead of those emails now offering us occasionally to sponsor a driver without actually seeing what he looks like. And that's the annoying thing. We get, do you want to sponsor this driver? What are his stats like? Oh, we haven't scouted him, so we can't tell you. All right, well, can I come back and make a decision once I've scouted him? No, you must decide now. That's always kind of jarred a little bit. I think those emails are going to go away completely and be a case of, do you want to look at recruiting this driver to your affiliate program instead in the next game? I think that's what we'll see. Time will tell. All right, spare chassis. So I did get a spare one. That's nice. I wasn't sure. I think I actually remember rushing those just to make sure we would get them. Are we working on the chassis at the moment? We are, so we're not going to make any more. Race preview, that is tomorrow. Moving on. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. So it's going to be a wet Saturday. That could be a tricky sprint for us. And then it's going to be dry on Sunday. It's another track where we need to be careful about tyre wear. Soft, medium, soft. Or maybe even medium, soft, soft. Or maybe soft, soft, medium. But it's going to be two softs and a medium, I think. Unless we get safety cars messing things up. We'll see what the weather's like for the sprint. Hopefully the sprint itself will be dry and it's just going to be practice that's wet. That would be ideal, because that's the sprint we've got a real chance of winning. But let's get the wings and stuff on the car. So both cars now running the new chassis. Both cars on the new front wing. I'm actually going to swap because I want to see what the difference is between, what benefit these new wings are going to bring us. They're both on the same side pod, both on the same underfloor, and both on the same suspension. So, what's our wing package done for us? Let's have a look. How much has it improved the car? A little bit, not massively, but then I didn't think it would. So we've gained, 0.25% on the brake cooling. We've gained just over 1% in the dirty air. Our downforce levels have all increased very slightly, but we were already best in the downforce, so any improvement there is nice. Gained just over 1% in the DRS, now a 94% DRS. Acceleration has improved ever so slightly, and we've gained 0.05 kilometers in straight line speed as well. So that's what the car looks like. No real difference to what it looked like before, but the values have increased slightly. Let's go ahead and put those wings onto the other car now as well before I forget tomorrow. There we go. And there we go. That should be both cars now running the same spec. And yes, there we go. So we are all prepped and ready for the sprint weekend at Austria tomorrow, round 10. A little worried about what the weather's going to be like in the sprint, because you know how much our drivers hate those interchangeable conditions. That really destroys their pace with such low adaptability ratings. But the race itself could be good. The race itself could be very good. We could be looking at another Canada pace situation if we play the strategy right with tyre wear. So yeah, I'm all excited about the race. Not sure about the sprint, but we'll see how we do. It will be a dry quali, so that gives us a good chance of getting close to locking out the front row. We can get a good couple of runs in. And we'll be back for that at the usual time tomorrow of 8 p.m. here in the UK. So I hope you'll join me for that. A reminder, not only are we streaming tomorrow night, but we're also streaming Saturday as well. We are streaming Silverstone round 11 on Saturday. So do make sure you tune in for that. We'll be starting that at 7 p.m. UK time on Saturday. And then we'll be back on Monday after that with round 12 at the Hungara Ring. So, yeah, that's it from me for tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager Hardcore very soon.